Hey there, and welcome to the first installment of LMS learning. I'm Andy Carrero, looking at Dufferin Peel Catholic's e-learning Ontario Learning Management System, or LMS. I am not affiliated with support at the board, just the teacher who's doing a couple of videos here to help those that need a little extra help once in a while. There's plenty of support available through the board, as well through D2L. And the learning management system itself has got some frequently asked question board, LMS help center, and so on. Just doing this for those of you who need that little visual through a YouTube video here. Alright, now just to get started, this is the first installment, so I'm going to try and do things within 4 to 5 minutes, in and around there, sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more, just small little snippets, and we'll start with a little bit of an introduction. So, when you log in, using your username and password, your username will be your employee ID, and your password will be whichever password you selected. This password is not the same password as what you would normally use for a login on a day-to-day basis in the school in terms of logging onto the servers, meaning that the learning management system offered by Desire to Learn is completely independent in terms of its password storage for now. There might be a later link to unify those passwords, but as for this point in time, being 2014, we're looking at a different password. So don't worry if you change this password or if you change the password on your email. The two are not connected. So just a quick overview here. My home, this link, this appears no matter, this bar up top stays with you no matter where you go in the LMS. And if you're ever in any stage of the game and you're completely lost, or you find yourself in a menu that you don't need to be in, or you're screaming help, get me out, just click on my home and that'll bring you here and you'll be able to start from scratch. Up top here, you have select a course, where you get to choose all your courses. Note, just as a side note, which we'll go into a little bit later, you can pin your courses, the ones that you're teaching, or your sandbox course, if you have one, to this menu, and they will always appear at the top, highlighted in a very light baby blue. If you're have difficulty with colors, or depending on the color of your monitor, this might be harder to see. But anyway, nonetheless, pin it, it'll stay to the top. Across the top here, you've got your message alerts, mail alerts. You've got updates and notifications. They'll be, it'll turn a little red. There'll be a little red asterisk beside any one of these three icons if you do have a message. And a subscription alert, and your username as they would have set up for you. Under your username, you can change your perspective, so you can view the page as a student. You can edit your profile, so you can put up a nifty little picture yourself, or you can talk about your interests, so on and so forth. Sort of more like a social media thing. Notifications, you can change how what the LMS notifies you about, and your account settings, which are not really notifications, they're just how your account behaves. Username, password, things like that. You can change those things in there, along with your default email, and so on and so forth. We'll take a look at that. Progress being, well, what you've done in the LMS. So if you're in a course yourself, if you're in a colleague's course, if they've invited you in and you're participating for whatever reason, you can take a look at your progress through the course. Or if you're taking one of the LMS, the learning management systems, or Dufferin Peel's Desire to Learn online learning management system course I think there's one on here. I haven't really had a chance to take a look at that, but you can track your progress through there. Coming down one level, you'll notice here there's a Duffer and Peel bar. This is generated by Duffer and Peel, and you've got communication, assets, and this is more with mail, news, pager, so on and so forth. This is across the system here in this, because we're not in a course right now. These buttons would just basically go across the system to other users, so on and so forth. If there's a calendar that the board is putting up, then they might use that a little bit later on. Acceptable use, self-registration, all that stuff. Really, this bar becomes very important when we're doing course management. So either we're creating core content or we're managing content, managing our students, whatever we're doing. When we're in a course, this bar here becomes fairly important. Okay. Oh, I missed this icon here. These are administrative tools. We can get into that a little bit later. Now, you'll look down and you'll see that there are a whole bunch of subcategories, right? My courses, D2L Support, DPCDSB, Toolkit for teachers, just a little social media widget that the boards put up there for us, along with news and toolkits for teachers. Toolkits for students and teachers. So you'll see different things inside these widgets. They call them widgets. Just think of them as like miniature applications or miniature little menu or display windows within windows, if you will. So we don't get to play around with these too much in terms of what's on our page here, but just so you know, they are individual, just so that you know the way they look, and when we go into our own courses, you'll see much the same setup. So here you have Get Started, and we'll go through all of these. This is, if you want to order courses. Board resources, notice that this has popped up. They've got coming soon. Maybe by the time you view this, there'll be stuff in there, and we'll have gone through there. This is important here. They've put this up. This has been on. This has been up for quite some time. Now, this is your contact at the board for the learning management system. Very handy. Email frequently if you need to. And coming down here, you'll see a widget that they've put up that displays all your courses, and you can shrink and expand it as you like. Any widget with this little arrow here, you can shrink and expand for whatever purpose. The courses listed here appear to be in alphabetical order, but they seem to be in most recent, and they don't have really a date on here. But anyway, they're up here. Most of them are inactive. If they're active, it won't really say much, and we'll go from there. Before I let you go here to the intro, this phone number down here, this is very important. This 1-800 number is the D2L Support. They are extremely helpful. I've called them numerous times for numerous different things, and they've helped me out numerous different times. They take care of the learning management system software itself. Again, I repeat, they take care of the learning management system software, meaning that if you have a problem creating your content in terms of there's a problem with the system, then they can help you out. Let's say you're trying to put in a Dropbox item or a button or create a link or post a YouTube video, whatever it may be. Add a widget, change your background color, however it might be. they can help you out on a whim. This will generate an email message, an email ticket, just like we would generate a heat ticket or a IT service ticket through our board, and they'll email that to you. You'll get 2 emails, and they appear in your normal email. And that's just important to know should you want to keep track of your calls and the issues that you're having, if they be persistent, and you need to keep track of that for whatever reason. But you can call them any time, and I do mean any time. I've had to call them at on Sundays, and they've answered, and they've taken care of my problems right then and there. So again, a very valuable phone number to have when you're looking at getting help with the D2L system. All right, so that's the first installment of the look at Duffer & Peel's eLearning Ontario learning management system. So I'm Andy Carrero. Have a good night, and we'll see you in the next video.